my third stream of the day. So now I should really get these ones done. So first down to the Thaumaturge. Welcome back, Rune. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by a heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist, distressed by my deadly downpour. Wahahaha. Cringe. We Thaumaturges excel at offense but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Rune. Your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Mad walking. So it is true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Baigo. Or you, Bonnie. Or Beazle. Or Boha. Coco Bustle. What are you doing here? Coco Bussy. Okay. You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Bussy, but Rune here was more insistent. And once again you brush me aside in the hope that I abandon my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you. All of you. Please, Bussy, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Baigo is. That was Coco Bussy, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a Thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist's Guild, but he yet yearns to walk a path of thaumaturgy. Blah, 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 blah. Such is Bussy's determination that he spends all of his waking moments experimenting with alchemic concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Now what, so I'm gonna automatically get this, but I'm pretty sure I already have it. I don't need that. I have a hempen hat, I believe. even check anything? Oh, if I decline, then I'm gonna have to go through everything again. Oh, cool, I can do it. So, wrist, right? Bracelet, copper wristlets. Wristlets, yep. Strength, vitality, mind. So it's already given me an intelligence and mind. And I have 2 rings. Determination. Is that all it really does? Not too worried about determination. Another intelligence and mind would be useful. I already have. Oops. The other thing. Armor chest. The hempen hat. Yep. So, there's a shield, there's this, and yeah. And I'm already using a bone staff. Oh, I'm using Ramora's staff. There's both my bone staffs. Staves. Alright. Onward to the next. Alright, Buki. Yes, Rune, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind the thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Bani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. So Rune, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last moment trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring run dries. Flame sputters out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reservoirs is not but a man with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one or two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in the umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of his incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to his etheric stamina. Now, with the concept of etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Fs. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Easy. Chuckles. Okay. speak to the Gladiators Guild. Back in one piece, are ye? It's about bloody time. I admit ye look as though ye just picked up a sword yesterday, but ye handled yourself well enough. I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night Ain't worth a night in Uldan's finest pillow house, but I'm sure ye find the yeast for it. Blah 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 blah. Well, since neither are bunk to me, I'll take the money. So next we need to the quicksand. Adventurers Guild. Away! Let's do search and seizure first. What's all this then? You got something for me? Yeah, probably a little aggressive, but whatever. A letter? Now, who would think to... Kickapoo! Haven't had word from that old gal in ages. How's the deer doing? Let's see here. Uh-huh. Ha ha ha. That's Kickapoo, all right. Time was I used to call in at the Silver Bazaar quite often. This was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thanalan, mind you. Old Kickapoo and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kickapoo's the very heart and soul of that place. Hells, even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that is. But I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'd wager Gil to Goob Poop. Goob Boo Poop. The Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its former glory for long. In any case, I think the 12 you were there to help them. Here, for you on behalf of Kickapoo and the Bazaar. Gonna give me some wash shards, copper ring, a bone ring. I already got a bone ring, so we taking the money. Settle down, Rune. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Wyston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome around here as a rabbit wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolokri, Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldernod Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nathal, and member of the Syndicate, didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let the color of Don't let this color your view of old Darun. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Rune, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Otapa. Otapa. Potapa. Otapa Potapa. Potato? Whenever you feel like staying. Potato, how you a doing? And when you got your appetite for adventure back, consider taking on a guild levy or two. We have a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works. So go and speak with him if you're interested. Potato, how you doing? You now have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests and duties currently available in your area. The recommendations list can be opened from under duty in the main menu and will also be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure what to do next, this tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable to your present class and level. God, I love this game. It's so player friendly. It's a potato. It's a potato. What you talking about? Put you in 4. Put you in 4. Put this down. You're what? 500 gil. You're 100 gil, so you need to go here. Oh. I guess they switched spots. Alright. We can sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Pretty much sell all of this because I usually don't use this kind of stuff. But let me clean it up some. Whoa. Alright. So, let me see here now. Talk to him. Good evening to you, adventurer. How may I serve you? Nothing, because I guess we don't need to talk to you after all. And he's probably going to give me a beginner quest, so let's go ahead and pick this up. Momodi of the Quicksand. Mamadi. Look what the Curiel dragged in. Good to see you, Rune. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Ha 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 ha! Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. I don't think you have. So happens I know a fella by the name of Dadanen who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ul'dah with the means to buy them. He'd asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in the horizon, if you fancy. That's in Western Fenland, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing, and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of a chocobo porter for the journey to Horizon? If you got the gil, that is. You'll find a chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Minigun. He'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I have an all day to be holding your bloody hand. Ah, Rune. Momodi said you might come. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many guild levies available here in the Adventurers Guild. Guild levies are a means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry, prior to assisting them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills, from battlecraft levies that require an extermination of monsters to tradecraft levies that ask for the creation of goods to tasks we term levy quests, are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak with Totonawa. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first levy quest. Alright. So he's right over. Are you minigun? Minigun! Guess I don't need to talk to you after all. Okay. So I need to go. Well, where they want me to do this? Over here. Flashback. I mean, okay, I could do that, but let's see now. Okay, so minigun is or whatever's over there. Alright, that's cool. So I'll just teleport over there. I got the gil. I got the power. Looks like I'm good here. Yeah, that's right. I need to keep an eye out for some kind of bat. Sunbat, I think it is. You ants seem pretty. Oh, there's one. There is one. Found it. Come here. Blimey little bastard. Actions which only be learned by complete specified. For example, the range Lancer weapon skill stands acquired by completing Lancer's guild quest available at level 15. Okay. So what are you saying? Did I get something for that? I don't think so. And now I'm on number 2. Okay. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing with a big butt laying in your lap. Ah, there's more. Good. Not good. There we go. So 2 F's left. Oh, hey, what do you know? Okay, so that's all. Do, do, do. Brush. No, no, okay. So, I want to do this. So, oh wait, no. I have an easier way. Return. This way it don't cost me nothing. Aha, you arrive before me upright and breathing. Wonderful it is that so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Divination. Divitation? I think it's divitation. Tell me, Rune, what action would you take if you found your thermaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Flee. Oh, most practical indeed. A discreet withdrawal to await the replenishment of your energies is a sound strategy, but should there be nowhere left to run, a vial of ether can be your stoutest ally. Ah, ether, the draught of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed, any who practice in the arts of arcane manipulation value the substance above all others. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent reports of beastman activity. It seems the Amagia raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Amagia bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the reports, their armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. And I believe Buki has an additional request while you were busy incinerating Amaja. Amaja. Whatever, the beast men. Be sure to collect some samples of their blood assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Okie day. So now these ones. I don't have that one yet. And that's the only one? That is the only one. But they said I could take a chocobo. So let's see if that's true. Let's see if I'm able to actually take a chocobo. Take a porter. A porter potty. Wait, wait. That's not the porter. That's the weather. I don't need the weather. Way of the samurai. So you want to be a pugilist? There it is. A porter. That's the sky watcher. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Hire a chocobo porter. Yes. Take 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute to relax. Is that a bomb? Excellent. Alright. Rune, I presume? Aye, Momodi said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west. And trade we do. Nary a day goes by the horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. Dude, set down the crate. You're bugging me. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there are plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you are ready to make yourself of some use. I mean, you could have just told me right now. Oh, some new pants already? I'm down. Isn't there supposed to be like a chocobo porter? There you are. Alright, cool. Let's gather. It so happens I have a situation that must be resolved post haste. And I do mean post haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order is yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services, despite his assistance that it would. What? Despite his assurance that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed to the Copperbill Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. Okie day. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that guarantees profitable and legit and that is guaranteed profitable and legitimate both. Tell me, do you know what a Paiste is? Excuse me. It's a scale skin that looks like a snake except it gets around on four legs. The creatures are wont to petrify their. Shouldn't that be the creatures are known to petrify their prey with their dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill? I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called. And I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it that you are well rewarded. Fufulupa. Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been filching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have procured 4 iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow Brostblade, Shakazan. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. Are you the levy? You're the levy. A fine evening to you, adventurer. My name is Totanoa, and I am in charge of assisting local levy quest here in Horizon. You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Excellent. Allow me to set you up with your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you. Before I can permit you to undertake official duties, it is essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a moment to review the task outlined in the guild levy. Do you believe it within your capabilities? What Pisces crave? So, report to Westland, 20 minutes, when activated. It is well documented in fact that Pisces prefer Lalafell meat to that of the other 4 races. Various opinions on the reasons behind this have long been debated, with most of the widely accepted being that the squint, round build of the Lalafell makes them easier to swallow whole. Seeing that the majority of Ul'dah's population is made up of Lalafells, this makes the hills of Thanalan a perfect feeding ground for the giant Scalekin. And this is why the Brass Blades are constantly seeking volunteers to travel to the hills and slay the creatures before they find their next meal. Okay. Bar. Marvelous. A word of warning. When near death, Pisces are wont to flee to their kin. Slay the beast quickly, lest you become a meal for its mates. Open your journal under Duty and Main menu and begin the selected level quest by pressing the Initiate button. When a soft-skinned Peisty feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. If it reaches a certain distance, then another soft-skinned Peist will appear. The levy quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing creature before it is joined by more of its kind. Yep. Okay. Is that it for now? Looks like it for now. So, what pies? Oh, it looks like I got something right here. Set 4 iron traps. Okay. Supply and demand, evidence of a drunken stag. What's all this crack-a-lackin' doing? Drunken stag. What do you want? The den's product? He can send all the notices he like, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's the god's damn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. I think there were new shoes. Yep. Adventurer, please, a moment if you would. Do you mean to go into the mines? I fled for my life when the Coblins came, and only now realize that I left my tools behind. Please, you must retrieve them for me. My sharpened pickaxe, old hammer, and heavy sledgehammer. Without them, my life is good as over. The product you heard Dandanen going on about is valuable gemstone known as raw Nasherite. I managed to dig up a goodly amount. Dig up a goodly amount. Just before the mines were closed off, actually. Picked it up and hauled it out. Hauled it out even. But then, them 12 damned Coblins came along, not like any Coblins I've seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beast. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the Coblins, would you bring me my Nasherite? Okay. Oh, is it just gonna be like right here? Yeah. A flying pig. No, that was it for them? Okay. Prism Coblin. Someone with all these tools, they sure are spread out pretty far. I think that's it. Let's talk to this dude. I think I know who he is. Well, well, the mantle of the adventure does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did. But while questing alone certainly brings its own rewards, you haven't truly adventured until you've delved into some darkened dungeon. Stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly places lie hidden across the realm, and these are best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies. And such advice holds true for many of the formidable foe that would crush a solitary adventurer. How one fights in a party, however, is often drastically different from how one fights alone. Thus did we construct the Hall of the Novice, where we en- where we endeavor to prepare you for those differences. The hall can be found just north of Aleport in western Lenoska. Within its walls, we offer burgeoning heroes a bevy of training exercises. Step into this Step into the flames, my friend, and forge the skills you shall need for the morrow. Alright. Oh, wait, is this going to... Huh? Oh, let's see if I can access it here, then I might just have to do it all right here. Alright, you have yet to fully complete your training. You are under no obligation to finish the final exercise, of course, but there is much to gain and not to be an attempt. Okay. Why not? Oh, avoiding area of effects. Okay. Person's gonna talk. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. For this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance. An enemy often tips his hand before a big attack, and your best defense is to skip out of the way. You pass the exercise one side to side, you learn this lesson. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you are ready to begin. Are you prepared to commence the training? Yes. Training exercise is now underway. Watch your opponent carefully. When you see an attack coming, move out of the strike zone. If you face me first, I won't hold back. Okay. Oh, hey. What? Oh, okay. Do 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 do. Nicely done. Learning to avoid the obvious attacks is a skill all adventurers need. Those who insist on staying still won't survive the profession. And speaking of survival, perfecting each of my lessons will earn you a piece of armor to aid you in your chosen role. Should you feel so inclined, repeat this same lesson with the other masters and they might reward you with equipment tailored towards their fields of expertise. Here is your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lesson you've learned. Doopy doopy doo doo, doopy doopy doo doo. Untradeable items. Yep, it's quite obvious. Unique items. This item is special. You can ever possess more than one at a time. Okay, fair enough. So they wear hands, right? Unique, untradeable. Alright. According to my records, you have not fully yet to complete the trials. Yep. So, assist allies in defeating a target. In this lesson, you will learn to assist the tank. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. When it comes to your place in the party, you are the shape end of the spear. Sharp end of the spear. Simply put, your role is to inflict as much damage as possible while keeping your own skin intact. Excuse me. As such, you cannot just attack whichever enemy you please. If you strike the foe other than the one controlled by your ally, then you risk becoming the target of a deadly aggression. As you might have guessed, the purpose of the exercise is to keep cooperation. Your ally will hold the enemy's attention. It is your job to take the foe down. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you are ready to begin. Tactic foes your ally to win the battle. That's the way, novice. Keep him occupied. Did you mark the sturdiness of your ally taking the enemy's hits? Coordinating effect with heavy armor defender will allow you to fight to your fullest. Here is a prize for completing the exercise, but remember the real prize is the lesson you've learned. I think those were pants. Oh, of new thigh boots. Huh. Oh, because I got gloves earlier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So exercise 3, defeat an occupied target. Alright, let us proceed directly to the briefing. For this exercise, you will be fighting multiple opponents. The key to victory coordination with your comrades. Each foe will fall all the swifter under a focused assault. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Alright. Start the fight with the staff waver. Such foes are often most dangerous. Be sure to attack the major ally. Strike wrong foe 5 times. Da da da. So now we'll move on to the fist fighter. Bravo, and let's go lose, whatever. Blah de blah de blah. Coordination is the key to conquering foes swiftly and safely. Work well with your allies, and the efficiency of your armor need not be tested. Here is the prize for completing the exercise, but remember the real prize is the lesson you've learned. Nothing! avoid engaged targets. Let's proceed directly to the briefing. Excuse me. Do you remember the lesson where I had you evading enemy attacks? This exercise will put that training to test. You must needs plan your strikes around some fancy footwork. Work with the allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you are ready. Let me click on you then. Training exercise now underway. Engage the axe wielder, but keep an eye out for counterattacks. If you allow yourself to be a fighter, we'll start the engagement again. Give me that loot. Legs. Alright. Did I level up? I leveled up. Woohoo! Maybe I'll hit level 20 tonight. Wouldn't that be swell? Engage enemy reinforcements. Let's proceed directly to the briefing. This exercise will teach you how to deal with enemy reinforcements. As this battle progresses, new foes will appear on the battlefield. These sudden arrivals will target your weakest comrades, so you must be quick to eliminate them. Work with the allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything's clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Keep an eye peeled for reinforcements. Exercise 6, interacting with the battlefield. Oh, I think this is the one where I gotta like close the gate or something. Excuse me. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. In this exercise, you will learn to manipulate the battlefield. Excuse me. During the battle, enemies will pour forth from the rear gate. New foes will continue to flood in whilst this portal remains open. You must operate the lever that closes the gate, or your party will be overwhelmed. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Is it clear, I trust? Da 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 da. Must be this one. Be wary of the gate. That looks like the only gate I know of. Ah, new robe. That's what's up. And then maybe I'll get the hat next. Ha ha ha. Oh, meanwhile, I could wear that other hat. Not too shabby. Okay, let's see what this is. Alright. Access the final exercise, which should be my hat. My hat. Oh. What's up? You've arrived at the mountain's peak, the final exercise. As the accumulation of your training, all your skills you've acquired will be put to the test. Put your lessons into practice and you do just fine. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Are you prepared to commence the training then? Yeah, sure. Show me pay attention to the enemies facing and stay out of harm's way. Jackal. Where? Healer need to heal himself. couldn't give me my hat. I want my hat. No, you gave me a fucking ring instead. I mean, it's fine because it is a nice ring. Alright, so which ring do I want to replace? Probably that one. Alright. Ah, Splinter, see your master listens to the hall. Henceforth you are a novice no longer. Believe me, my friend, there is no greater thrill than striving along like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest of challenges. May the wisdom you gain in the hall of novice serve you well in your adventures. Alright. So that's all done with. Awesome, awesome. Oh, hey there, Mr. Such and excuse me, such and such. Alright, alright. Please find my sharpened pickaxe, old hammer, and heavy sledgehammer. They mean life to me. Blah blah blah. And that, and hand it over. God's bless you. You found them. Oh my beauties. I thought I'd lost you forever. Mine's all I've ever done. It's all I know. With Copperbell what it is now, it's time to move on elsewhere. But without my tools, I just couldn't. I can't thank you enough, friend. You've done more for me than you could ever know. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw nashite? Did I find the raw nashite? Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones, and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nashara Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. This should save Dandanan from his troubles. If there's enough left, there's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff bloody waste. So, headpieces, huh? So we did get a new hat after all. Huh. Interesting. I think it's the kind of hat not too fond of. Yeah, it looks funny. Now, let's see now. What do we got? Oh, we got fire 2. And swift cast. This spell is cast immediately. Let me put sleep over here. Addle right here. Swift cast up here. Yeah. Keep those two there because I know I'm going to eventually get thunder too. Awesome. Oh, level 18 it is. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how to repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gone so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges could be so troublesome, and you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one, they've already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufu Lupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble and maybe even offer you more work. Only 4? Okay, we can do 4. No problem. We just gotta find them. Made it sound like there was a whole bunch out here. Where are the rest of these buggers at? Okay. Thought something had maxed out there. Okay, we're not over there yet. Oh, okay. Oh, right there. Okay, I gotta go back there for that. Live with eyes, loop. Okay. Don't think I have anything else to really do except turn in. Oh, did I ever get the stone? That's a negative. You've set those traps up for Fufulupa, haven't you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who thaws balls. It's a knapsack. Are those my leg traps in front of the gate? A traitor's chocobo could step right into that and lose a foot. I better disarm those things for someone important or is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you were just following orders. It's Fufulupe, you see. He certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. Probably what I'm wearing, isn't it? I'm wearing a bone weathered choker. Actually, I think I'm wearing better. Yeah. So we gonna go with that money. The four eyes of the serpent I want. Slay as many Pisces as it takes to procure them. The eyes, my thanks, adventurer. What do I mean to do with these things, you ask? Why, sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in alchemic concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. And these gemstones happen to fetch a handsome price in Gridania. Pisces aren't fond of the and aren't found in the Black Shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things. Wristband, copper wristband, I'm probably wearing better. Earrings, necklace, bracelets, yeah. Some more money it is. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. What do I owe this? What? You've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there is much more you can do to help here. Guess we gonna be getting money for a while. Before I start this next one, I'm gonna grab me a drink right quick. Alright. Throat's getting a little sore from all this, but that's fine. It'll have to get used to needing to talk. Anyways, let's see. Looking for a task to fill your evening adventure? I may have just the thing you're looking. Look, the thing if you're not feeling squeamish. Excuse me. Here's the job. I need you to draw 4 bottles worth of blood from the Mongols that roam to the south of here. Once you have enough, take the foul fuel to the brass blade by the name of Nonozo. This is a nation of blood. Like, how many times have I had to collect vials of blood for some random person? You should find him somewhere along the road out of Horizon, bemoaning his terrible fortune, no doubt. Happy hunting. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there ever since he was transferred. We've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. And so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Fanaland, with the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion Crossing would have seen something, but if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest that you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Fanaland. With luck, you will find her quickly. Okay, well, first we got this, Ascent of a Mongrel. What do you want with me then? Is this mongrel blood? Thank the gods, now I can finally head back to Horizon. Mongrels are the natural enemy of most other predators, you see. Throw their thick blood into the fire, and the resulting stench will send beastkin fleeing for malms around. Make light work of our patrols as long as we have a steady supply of the nasty stuff, and I'll wager you can guess which brass blade picked up the short straw to kill mongrels this time around. Thanks to you, I'm off to enjoy a hot meal and a tankard. May Thal's golden Halis await you in the afterlife. Alright. So which one is next? Don't we have... Let me just teleport back here out of laziness. Oh no! I thought there would have been. Let me get... No! I wanted that treasure chest. I believe there's another one. No? That's a turn in. That's there. Okay, so I go back. Well, I done fucked that one up, but that's alright. I mean, he wasn't kidding, it was gonna be an easy one. But of course you've triumphed. Here's your well-earned reward. Completion, awesome. Given your stellar performance, I see no reason to deny you official levies. An industrious individual like yourself could earn a great deal of coin here in Horizon. I guess you're just offering more. I believe you're ready to join the guild house. Gonna decline that for now. Thought I had one more to turn in here. So this is Eastern, and this is Central. Okay, so I think I've been to Eastern. Oh, I have not. Okay. This one's in Central, isn't it? Yeah. I swear I've been here before. I probably have. Huh? Letter A? I've got Fufulupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. Got to tend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts can fester if ignored. Lupa sent you right. If this is pressing matter, why don't you take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Black Brush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Oh, I have been here. Oh, shit. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? Lupus sent you all this way because of a late letter? That boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me Captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The Brass Blades don't give a quirkin's arse about this settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventure, the refugees, the protectors, and you will be too if you are seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good, leave. Thank the gods you're here, adventurer. You must help us. The other day I spied bandits from the Quiveran Mansi selling gemstones to smugglers, and not just any stones, Raw Nashite. Nashnite. With that kind of wealth, they could purchase finer arms than the Sultan sworn. After that, they'd surely seek revenge on the people of Lost Hope for defying them in the past. They'd slaughter Leofric and anyone else who fought back, and they'd have their way with me and the other women. Spare us this horrific fate, Adventurer, I beg of you. Steal the Nashorite from the quivering Mensae and bring it to me. You look as if you've put a few beasts down in your days. Would you mind putting down a few more? A friend of mine has been taken ill, and I simply must have giant toad secretions from the liver of a toxic toad to treat him. 2 vials would suffice. You can find the nasty creatures in the unholy hair. Do me a favor, I beg you. My friend will die without treatment. Please. I thought I told you to get out of here. What? Looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers. A lot of you. Fine then. Listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence in Equivalent Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself Père d'Elandre Quiveron, a syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on other people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Oh, another one. Don't suppose you'd be willing to do me a favor for a miner down on his luck, would ye? Rumor is a man named Beringer at Blackbrush Station is looking to take on miners. I'd go see him myself, but my wife's been taken ill and needs tending to. I don't see a wife. If you'd be so kind to take my application to the Beringer feller, I'd be in your debt. And I guess we'll go take that application in, and then go find those other things, and do this and that. Excuse me. State your business quick, like I'm busy. Another miner looking for work, is it? Let's see. Everything's looking to be in order. Alright. I'll go ahead and add them to the list. These refugees are a bloody 12 cent. They break their backs for next to nothing, and when they're washed up, there's always another to take their spot. The poor fools dig up pebbles worth more, and they'll see in their whole lifetime. A Rosa can be a right cruel place at times, but I ain't one to change what ain't broke. All sounds broke to me. Urn, huh? What kind of urn do I have? Multi. We're going with that bling bling. Nah, I'm saying, nah, I mean, yeah. Be getting that soon enough. Hey now, that wasn't necessary. Oh, I think that's what we're about to get to as well. A rotting corpse, huh? Tiny Chris. What is a Tiny Chris? Oh, it's already gone. I wanted to see what a Tiny Chris is. Oh, hey. I must have two vials of Gigatose secretions for liver of toxic toad. Please, my friend, there's not much time left. Oh, I thought it said 7. I was about to say. Somehow I got more. Oh, bless you, you are not a moment too soon. After some light preparation, I'll be able to give it to my friend. He has always had a weak heart. Where he rich, were he rich, he could take the meals and reagents he needs, and we would have no need for such foulness as the vial of toads. Hope it's not all that hope Hope is not all that is lost to us here. Gil and good health are scarce as well. A necessary evil in a nation such as Ul'dah, I suppose. The few at the top feast and flourish, while many at the bottom starve and suffer. More money. It was so unbearable having to watch from the shadows while the bandits sold those precious gemstones. The Nashite. Excellent work, adventurer. You've dealt the bandits a crippling blow. And finally, after being consigned to the shantytown for moons, a chance to, a chance to improve the plight of the people, of course. Yes, yes, improve their plight. I shall put the Nashite to good use, worry not. Says it's an improvement. Okay, we'll go with it. Why not? So it is done. Good. I hope the wretch died screaming. Ul'dah is more prosperous than ever, some say. This may be true for the syndicate, but none of the wealth has trickled down to the small folk. It's all a mummer's farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. My time is past. The brass blades of the rose must look for others for guidance. Oh, snap. Level 20. Right. Bring out your dead. Opportunities, items and gear. There was something. Not under character though. It's actions and traits. Rolls. With cast, add all traits. Magic and men. Increase the base action of damage and HP respiration by 10% and allows for the stacking of a second astral and umbral. Cool. And that's passive, I believe. Alright. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Lupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dam that belongs with the brass blades of the rose. I should have given it to the boy before I came. Alright, and before we do that, we're gonna go hit this other thing. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual enemy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. This spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. Are you ready to commence the learning? Good, as you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual enemy, energy, as this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times. A degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you create it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped. See, and this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know though that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf. If you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Fahabas. Melding in is her field of expertise. If you wish to remove materia from an item, highlight the icon and select Retrieve Materia. There is a chance that the material will be salvaged. Extracting materia. And this is actions and traits. So it's an action. Is it? Is that main command? No. General? General, yep. We'll need to put limit break on there eventually. Materia extraction. Cool. And there's even a little, yeah, cool. I like that. For this, we need to be, in Thing of the Land. is it called? Disciple of the Land. Here. That's perfect because we want to do that upper bit. Here we go. Rune, I received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter for me. Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the brass blades of the rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leofric says I am to have it? There must be some mistake. He couldn't possibly mean to tell me that. No, of course not. I am not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wish and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it. Something new for the waist. Any other new quests? Alright, so before I take this quest, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a night here. And I should be able to tomorrow. So this was fun and everything. Y'all take care.